Hunter, I got one down over here. He's flopping. He's down again. I got him. So I'm gonna get the buggy unloaded, guys, and then what we're gonna do is we'll get the guns out and get them ready. We're on a property, and I'm gonna show you guys a map of the property so you guys understand of where we're at, because we're doing land and crop protection out on this lady's place. These pigs a couple of times have come in like 9 o'clock. The last few nights they've been getting here right around that 11:30 to midnight range, so we are quite a bit early, but we're gonna pull into this back field back here, and we're just gonna sit and just kind of chill quite a ways away and just wait for the feeders and the cameras to go off. Once the cameras go off, we're gonna stealth up on them and smack these hogs.
Ooh, this is a clear view. This is so much sharper than the other ones. It's like noon out there. It's so bright. And it's clear like daytime. It's not.
Well, the thing is you know, we switched to these Bering Optics scopes, and like this one here is the 25 Hogster Vibe, which is like your mid-range scope, right? I didn't really know what to expect because I've never looked through one of these. I've looked through the other Bering Optics products and I've been very impressed with them, but I've never looked through one of these. And this one here, having a price point of $22.95, I was like, what are you gonna expect? You know, it'll be pretty good, but what do you expect, you know? And then the first time we got them out and I started playing with them, I was like, oh my God, I mean, that's every bit of a $3,000 scope. The funny thing is we still have some of the other scopes, and when hunters are, you know, lining up and they're going through their scopes, and one guy gets on another scope and says, hey, let me check out your scope, or another guy says, check this one out. They're like, that's the one I want.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, they're so clear. They're just absolutely crystal clear. Yeah, I'm really impressed with them.
I am too. Very impressive.
All right, guys, we're just kind of sitting here chilling a little bit, waiting for the cameras to ping. They're going to ping like within the next hour. The main thing with this property, guys, is we got a couple things we got to be careful of. Where I've got my tracks here leads us to the gate on this property. So we come into this gate right here on this property. One of the feeders is going to be right down this fence row right here, and she has a canoe. I know, odd. She's got a canoe next to this pond. So we got to make sure if we've got hogs right out here in the open that we don't punch holes in her canoe as we're punching these hogs. So we have to kind of be in the right position, right? So the next one is over here with her barn dominium. She's got a really, really nice barn dominium here. And right behind the barn dominium and off to the side is where that other feeder's at, and that's where the main bulk of these hogs go. What I've been doing is I've been dropping some bait further out, like into this point right here. I've been dropping some bait right there. And with me dropping that bait right there, it's getting the hogs off of her feeder because she's got low feeders. Plus, it's getting a little further away from the barn dominium. So we'll have to see how we can catch them in there. The other night we came out here and smacked some hogs. We were on them at 45 yards. So we are going to get within 45, I'm sure. But we just got to be, you know, self-aware of where the feeders are at, where the barn dominium's at, you know, things like that. That thing should be pinging any time. I mean, it's literally could be going off at any moment.
So whenever you shoot a hog and it doesn't drop, how do you know that you hit it?
Well, typically you can see them stumble. Okay. So you can see them stumble, and a lot of times, you know, like it's really cool. I have a video on my phone from last weekend where we got into a bunch of pigs and started smacking them, and I was watching them in the handheld, and I could, every time they shot that pig, like it was a big pig, and he took, I think it was 5 rounds to finally put him down. I mean, he was a fighter, man. I mean, they hit him twice. He started going down, and I'm like, yep, he's going down, he's going down. Then he got back up, and I go, hit him again. He hit him, he went back down, started getting up. I mean, they're tough, but I can see in my thermal, I could see the chunks of pig and the blood splattering out the backside of the pig. And as the pig went down, I could still see the chunk in the background in the dirt. That's where your shot placement is key. Big base of his head, or you shoot him in the neck and they go down. But here's the other interesting thing. 9 out of 10 times, muscle memory takes over. You know, it's just like, you know, when you were a baby and they said, oh, touch your nose. You couldn't hardly find the damn thing. But now you can just, whatever, you just touch it, right? And it's muscle memory when it comes to pulling the trigger. If I'm recording through one of your scopes, like recording it on my phone, it's funny when I tell you, okay, guys, we've got a big pig, shoot this pig in the neck. You'll put your reticle on his neck, and then before you pull the trigger, you go to the shoulder.
It's the broader spot.
Well, it's a broader spot, but like
Yeah.
when you're deer hunting, you're shooting them right in the armpit, you're shooting them behind the shoulder. Bears, you're shooting them a little bit further back, or if they're stepping forward, you're going for the armpit. You know, everything that you've been taught on larger animals, go for their vitals. Shot placement is key on
It's
these pigs.
tough. The first shot's easy.
Once they start moving,
And then, but then you want to hit the next one, but you made that first shot. That pig may, like you say, he may or may not gone down. So you almost got to wait a second.
I do. When
to
mine
see
go
if
down,
if he stays
Yep.
down, if he pops up, you could take him again. But I get hot to trot, and I'm already on to the next pig. Then I see him get up on the side of the scope, but you can't get back.
do you know what's a good practice to get into though? Is you take your first shot, boom, and he drops, just hit him again. Boom, hit him again,
Double
then go
tap
on to your
him,
next pig. Because I always give it a hesitation before I go on to the next pig to make sure that that pig is not
I
twitching
got to
and
learn
moving.
to do that.
All right, guys. We got pigs on camera right now. We're about probably 3/4 of a mile that we're gonna move to where these hogs are at. They've been coming in there and they've been staying there for between 2.5 and 3 hours, sometimes even 4 hours. The feeder that they're on right now, we should be in good wind for. So we're gonna start moving on these pigs right now. Hunter, scan your left or your right to make sure. Okay, we got more pigs moving in to this spot. All the pigs should run left to right. Hunter, you see that big boy popping out? All right, we got two good ones that just popped out. 3 of them. Let's take these 3 right outside the trees. Go ahead, bub. Start the countdown.
Everybody on a pig. Everybody on a pig. Safety off. 3, 2.
my fucking God.
Hit him. Hit him. All right, I got 2. Hunter, I got one down over here. He's flopping. He's down again. I got him. All right, I got 2. Yeah, I know. I had to stop shooting too. All right, go. Safety's on, guys. Safety's on. Hunter, do you want a glove to lift him?
Oh, that's okay. I'll just grab him.
All right, I'll take the head. It's the heaviest part. We'll throw him on here. We'll reassess when we get out later. Oh, he ain't very heavy at all.
I'm just really strong.
Oh, that could be it. All right, let's pull up over here and see if we got any more dead ones down here. I'm gonna dump that bucket of corn right here, so that'll free up some space. We're gonna toss some corn out here. So what I've been doing is I've been baiting this spot up because she's got a low feeder over here close to the house. So I've been baiting this spot up right here, so when we come in, we can get on the pigs out here instead of being so close to the house. We hit a couple up in here, see if there's any laying right down here. Smell them? You can smell them right here. Oh, they got down into the trees. All right, so we backed out of where we just got into these pigs. Hunter definitely, we looked at the footage, Hunter definitely, he had a big boar. He definitely smacked that boar, it buckled, and then went down in the trees. We heard something squealing in the trees, but you know, we're not going in the trees after a big boar. I did a Texas heart shot on my one that I was focused on and then dropped another one running. Then Rancher hit one of his. So we got 4 pigs down. There's been 2 groups of pigs on 2 different feeders at the same time, so.
Whenever we were out there, I only got 2 shots in. First one, dead hit. Second one, missed. Then she jammed on me.
Yeah, I don't know what well, you had the casing was in there, so.
Yeah, I got the casing out.
That's really weird that casing was lodged in there and it didn't fully eject.
Yep.
So I don't know what's up with that. That gun,
Honestly,
that's a brand new gun.
this scope cap was over here.
Well, it could have flipped over and got on the ejection port and that shell hit it.
I do believe that was the issue there.
Huh.
So right there, I had a casing that was lodged right in there. This little scope cap was right there. I think that interfered with the shell trying to eject out of her. And that's why I only got 2 shots off. But we hit one of the 2, 50%, we take those.
Yeah, you definitely hit that big one. I mean, he for sure buckled. We're gonna do a video comparison on 3 different Bering Optics scopes side by side. This one right here is the Super Yoder 35-640. Next, we've got the Super Hogster 35-384A3. And down here on the end, these 2 scopes here, one on the gun and then one as a spotter, is the new 25 Hogster Vibe. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take 3 different Bering Optics scopes and we're gonna point them at that barn dominium down there, the property that we're doing our land and crop protection on. That barn dominium is 475 yards away. So we're gonna show you what you see in the scope as far as base magnification and then through all of the zoom options. So we're gonna zoom in and give you an idea of what each scope looks like at 475 yards. Big night of big fun. We came out, did some land and crop protection on a property, kind of chilled and sat back a little bit, got to hang out and do some BSing with my buds here. Rancher Dave and then Killer Hunter here. Went out and just kind of chilled a little bit, waited for the cameras to go off. That's kind of the thing with this property. You know, it's a smaller property. We don't have a whole lot of ground to cover, but she's got a bad pig problem. So we came in, just kind of chilled for a bit. Cameras went off, went in there, snuck in there, and man, smacked some hogs. So it was a really good time, very successful night out here. The other cool thing is we have 3 different Bering Optics scopes that we were able to do comparisons against. And at the tail end of this video, we got a barn dominium out here at 475 yards. So we kind of did a video of each one of those so you can see what each scope looks like at 475 yards. So it was kind of a cool comparison that we were able to do. We want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, tell your buddies about us, man. You know, hit that like button. We're looking to get some more viewing hours and some more subscribers, so tell all your buddies. If there's something you want to see, we don't care what it is. If there's something except for maybe Hunter naked, we don't want to see that. But guys, if there's something you want to see, man, put it in the comments. Let us know. We'll get after it.
We'll get it done. We'll do it.